Okay, let's look at yours and see the difference. So you're definitely, for the same speed, you just go at a slower turnover, and you do have a stronger catch. And I'm gonna show you that in those frame here. So let's go. It's gonna be easier to see with this. So you have a different style. It's a style that is definitely more powerful, a style that use a lot more of the whole strength of the body, but it's because you're initiating the catch properly. So let's see here. You're entering. Now you're pretty much almost extended. And look at this here. You're just gliding. So this is the part that me, as a coach, I want to eliminate in most athletes. Because this is not doing anything for you. And I would much prefer if by the time you're here, you're going right into your catch, starting to catch water. Because in open water, it's definitely counterproductive for you to have that kind of style. There's definitely a gain in speed just in stopping to glide, initiate a catch earlier. But let's look at once you're extended, elbow is right here, so it's good. Good position. Arms is straight. And here's the first sign that you're gonna break the wrist. Break the wrist, you're trying to start a catch right now. It's totally normal and it's the right thing to do. So you start, elbow is still pretty strongly anchor, and you see you're really starting to have a nice shape here. And look at that, really nice movement. So you're doing it properly. And in the next frame here, you're pushing water this way, and you're using all the forearm and your palm to move water. It's an extremely strong position. It's very well done. Now you're mobilizing all the muscles here. It's a whole upper body that is working well. It's the whole body working together. So this is a good element. One of the issue, and look at what's going to happen with your elbow. You're catching lots of water, lots to move. So right now it's not bad. Elbow is in line with your hand. And look at this. You're going to start giving, breaking, or if I would say leading the movement with your elbow when you never want this. You want the elbow to be in line but not leading your hand. So basically all that strong water that you have here that you're holding, you're just going to let it go by basically breaking here. And now you're back to pushing with this here. You were not able to follow through with a very strong catch that you had early on. So you let go of a really huge potential here. And it's also a movement in this section where you're mostly using just your shoulder and you let go of using the whole body to power through this. So like I said, the issue was just right here. This is where the issue is happening. You let go. And I would have liked to see this. I would have liked to see this. Like to see this. And then finally it goes like that. But basically the elbow is always in line with your hand anywhere. It does not lead the movement. So anyway, you got the first part. The second part now is to intentionally change the follow through. And this is a change that will require quite a change technical, but also in fitness and conditioning to be able to hold that new movement. And that require proper training, specific training. But one thing to perhaps slow down the movement for you would be to use some paddles and really feel when you're following through by really slowing down the whole thing. It will be mostly a purpose of just understanding what it means to follow through with your movement. Yeah, so that's the issue we need to break, and it's exactly the same on the other side. You're here, getting in a very nice position here. This is good, but here's the elbow is letting go, and you're letting go of all that water. So, I mean, you're doing a lot of good thing. Like I said, it's almost textbook. It's really, really nice. This position is use that as a model for a lot of swimmers to make them understand what a high elbow mean. So very good. I just want you. This phase is fine. This is where you're starting to let go. too much. And instead, I want this to move. I want this to move like this. And then it can start going like this. But never an elbow leading. Okay, that's very simple. It's just a few elements. It's much more complex than that, but it's interesting to see two swimmers going at the same speed. She can go at the same speed by going at a much quicker turnover. You can match by having a more efficient catch, even if there's quite a few inefficiency in it. But yeah, you have a potential to get a lot quicker with some smart adjustment and some good training for sure.